Badelka and Javakhishvili navigate the complexities of the Queen's Gambit declined exchange variation positional variation in this FIDE Women's Grand Prix to lakhs 2425 Austria Round 5 Showdown. On d4. Knight f6. On c4. On e6. Knight c3. On d5. On takes d5. On takes d5 entered in Queen's Gambit declined exchange variation positional variation. Bishop g5. On c6. On e3. On h6. Threatening pawn takes g5. Bishop h4 played by Badelka. Bishop e7. Bishop d3. King castled kingside. Knight ge2. Knight e8. Threatening bishop takes h4. Bishop g3 played by Badelka. Knight d6. On f3. Knight f5. Threatening knight takes e3. Bishop f2 played by Badelka. Bishop g5. Threatening knight takes e3. Queen d2 played by Badelka. Rook e8 it is novelty move. Threatening knight takes e3. Bishop takes f5 played by Badelka. Bishop takes f5. On h4. Threatening pawn takes g5. Bishop e7 played by Javakhishvili. On g4. Threatening pawn takes f5. Bishop h7 played by Javakhishvili. Knight f4. Knight d7. King f1. On a5. On a4. Bishop b4. Knight d3. Bishop f8. Knight e2. On b5. Knight df4. Knight b6. Queen c1. Rook c8. King g2. On c5. Threatening pawn takes d4. Queen g1 played by Badelka. On takes a4. On takes c5. Bishop takes c5. Rook d1. Knight c4. Threatening knight takes e3 check. On e4 played by Badelka. Threatening bishop takes c5. Queen b6 played by Javakhishvili. Javakhishvili considers playing. On takes e4. Bishop takes c5. On takes f3 check. King h3. Queen takes c5. Queen takes c5. Rook takes c5 and establish a winning position. Bishop takes c5 played by Badelka. Rook takes c5. Rook takes d5. Rook takes d5. Knight takes d5. Queen takes b2 time to think find the best continuation for Badelka. Knight c3 is the correct move because on a3, on g5, on h5, Queen d4, on a2, Queen takes c4 still Badelka is losing. Let's explore the main line. Queen takes b2. Queen f2 is not the best move played by Badelka. Rook takes e4. On takes e4. Bishop takes e4 check. King h2. Bishop takes d5. Rook d1. Threatening rook takes d5. Knight e5 played by Javakhishvili. King g1. Knight takes g4. Think carefully what is the best move for Badelka. Queen g3 is a strong choice, since Queen b6 check. Knight d4. On h5. King f1. Bishop c4 check. King g2. Still Badelka is losing. Let's explore the main variation. Knight takes g4. Queen c5. Do not rush. Can you find the strongest move for Javakhishvili? Queen takes e2 is a strong choice, since Rook takes d5. Queen h2 check. King f1. Knight e3 check. Queen takes e3. Queen h1 check. Javakhishvili have small advantage shifting to the main game. Queen c5 is not the best move played by Badelka. Badelka is aiming to play Queen c8 check. King h7. Queen f5 check. On g6. Queen takes d5 and seizes the initiative. Bishop e6 is an inaccurate played by Javakhishvili. Threatening queen takes e2. King f1 played by Badelka. On a3. Rook c1. Queen f6 check. Time to think. Find the best continuation for Badelka. King e1 is best move here, because on a2. Queen c3. Knight e5. King d2. Knight c4 check. King e1. Still Badelka is losing. Let's analyze the main line. Queen f6 check. King g2. Do not rush. Can you find the strongest move for Javakhishvili? Bishop d5 check is logical continuation as Queen takes d5. Knight e3 check. King g1. Knight takes d5. Rook f1. Queen g6 check. Javakhishvili have small advantage. Let's explore the main game. King g2 is an inaccurate played by Badelka. On a2. Stop here and find the strongest move for Badelka. Knight g1 is the right idea because Queen b2 check. King f3. On promotes to rook at a1. Rook takes a1. Queen takes a1. King e2. Still Badelka is losing. Let's go to the main variation. On a2 is not the best move played by Javakhishvili. Javakhishvili is looking to play Bishop d5 check. Queen takes d5. Knight e3 check. King h1. Queen takes h4 check. King g1. Knight takes d5 and increase their advantage significantly. Queen d4 slightly worse move played by Badelka. Bishop d5 check. Stop here and find the strongest move for Badelka. Queen takes d5 is logical continuation as Knight e3 check. King h3. Knight takes d5. King g3. Queen e5 check. King f2. Still Badelka is losing. Let's explore the main variation. Bishop d5 check. King g1 slightly worse move played by Badelka. Queen f3. Badelka saw no escape and decided to resign.